Hey Cancer, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome back to my channel. Now, just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I'd just like to say I am an experienced and professional, holistic and spiritual counsellor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling and mentoring, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check out the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. And also, let's see what's going on with your person. Right, let's do this. Alright guys, so you were coming in with the Wheel of Fortune and you were coming in with the Death card here. This is with those two cards coming in here, Cancer. What I'm picking up there in your reading is that the past has ended for your person, the past cycle. Now, what it can talk about there in terms of the past cycle, it comes in as over time your person has been purging here their own toxicity, their own toxic patterns of behaving here. There is no going back for your person. They finally left that. That's what I'm getting with both those cards. Alright? And what it also talks about here in your reading is that there is some major changes going on within your person and also the outer side of your person here in terms of their appearance, but also here in your reading, it also talks about the relationships that your person is building here. That's changing here. They're changing, or see, by ending out that toxicity here, purging is what it talks about. All right, your person has worked through that. They have been through that. That's in their past here. Now that may have taken time for your person to let all of that go. All right, right? And so in terms of the Death card, what it tells me there in your reading is that your person is working towards here positive changes in their life, but also living a better life here. You're coming in with the rebuild here, rebuild, yeah, re-establishing here, reinventing here also, because for your person, now this could also be yourself here, Cancer, because for your person, they've left the outdated belief, the program here, they've left that in the past. That's what those two cards are talking about here in your reading. So there's a complete and radical change that your person has gone through, and now they are making those changes real. Do you understand? They're taking some really, I want to say, good steps at this point in time. It can also be calculated here. So I need to do this. And once I've done that, I'll do this here. There is a structured approach here to the way in which your person is doing things. That's what it's also talking about here in your reading. Let me just get this, guys. Here. See, what it can also tell me here, with the death card coming in, here in your reading, is that your person's health and well-being here has become a focus for them. That's what it's... See, when I spoke about those toxicities here, purging those toxicities, of course this is coming in as addictions here, guys. Your person is now working on their body, is what I'm getting here, their health and their well-being. This also comes in as their mind here, guys, mindfulness here, their wellness. That's what I'm also getting with the death and rebirth card here. And so that rebirth here in your reading is talking about your person's health and well-being. Alright, I want to keep going here, guys. Yeah. Because that's exactly what they've done here, guys. See, what I pick up here in your reading, Cancer, is that your person knew they had toxic patterns and habits. They knew. They may have ignored it in the past. They may have avoided it coming in with the Wheel of Fortune. And so those toxic patterns and habits became a cycle, an ongoing cycle for your person. And of course they struggled here, okay, to work on that, to let it go here. All right. Now something came in, and this could very well have been a tower moment for your person. That it's like it forced your person here to take a good hard look at themselves here, guys, and know, shit, fuck, I need to change. I need to stop doing this. Okay, it's not getting me anywhere. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is talking about. I need to get out of this program, this outdated belief system here, and focus on what's important. See, that's what both those cards are saying. But what it's telling me here in your reading is that it's the rebirth your person is on at this point in time. Like and I do get here in your reading, they are reinventing themselves in a way here, guys. But let's go, eh? Let's keep going here. Yeah. This is a deep cleanse here, guys. This is deep and intense. It was a deep and intense cleanse for your person. The cleanse is the best word I can use here. Right, let's go and let's choose some cards here, guys. And let's see what else. What other messages the cards have for you. Okay, excuse me. All right, so you're coming in with the Sun card. You're coming in with the Ace of Pentacles here, and you also have the King of Pentacles here, which is quite beautiful here, guys. Obstacles and challenges here, yeah, when it comes to... All right, so let's have a look. See, everything that I spoke about when it came to the Wheel of Fortune and the Death and Transformation card is coming in this way for your person. And in terms of obstacles and challenges here, okay, and what it talks about there in your reading, it talks about what your person actually had to go through in order to end out the past cycle here. These are some huge changes that are coming in for your person here, Cancer. Yeah. See, what it talks about there in your reading, and what I'm picking up here for your person, is that it comes in as having to balance out that impulsive nature that your person had here. That impulsiveness here. All right. So it comes in as discipline here. It comes in also as wisdom here in your reading, because they had to learn lessons, learn from their lessons here. And these lessons actually came out of the Wheel of Fortune here. The cycle that your person was already in, and what they wanted, or how they came out of that cycle. That's what it's saying, to come in as the King of Pentacles. Because it was hard. I get your person struggled to be stable here. Stable within themselves. Grounded is another way in which I could say that here in your reading. See, when it came to the Sun card, what it talks about there in your reading is that it was an obstacle and a challenge for your person to choose the Sun, to choose the truth, to actually choose themselves here, guys, okay? But they also had to be vigilant. They also had to be kind of diligent here. These are words. And endurance here, guys, to keep going. To keep going here. Because with the Ace of Pentacles coming in, what it talks about there is that was the opportunity, yeah, for your person. Well, the opportunity for your person was actually your person here. Here in your reading. But that opportunity, what it talks about there is that they had to take it. They had to take it when it was there. That's what it's saying. Because with most aces here, guys, they're not around forever. Yeah, they don't just hang around forever. You have to take the opportunity here. And now what I get for your person, what it also talks about here in your reading, for your person, yeah, they knew where they wanted to go. They knew what they needed to do in order to get there. Okay, but what it tells me here in your reading is that your person didn't realize that once they got there, yeah, things really changed for them here. That it wasn't just about one thing in terms of your person's toxic patterns and habits here. So it wasn't just about their addiction here, guys. It was also about their health and their well-being. It was also about shifting the way in which your person was thinking so that they gained clarity here, okay, and their thinking was a lot cleaner or clearer here. It was an opportunity for your person to completely here, like I said, it's a whole, completely end out a past way of doing things here. Here in your reading here. And to ground themselves here, to come in as the King of Pentacles here. All right. See, what it tells me here with the King of Pentacles is that your person was quite logical here. Okay. And because, what's that word? Yeah. They had, because they were logical, they had to logicate, okay, what they needed to do here. And what it talks about here in your reading is that for your person, It was that structured approach here. Yeah. It was a structured approach. It wasn't based off intuitive nudges here. See, ending out that past cycle here, purging that toxicity here, that was a logical approach for your person. Oh, well, I need to end that now. That needs to end. All right. But what it tells me here in your reading is that for your person, yeah, it went bigger than that. It went, what I get there is that it would have, and I do think that it has here, guys, changed the way in which your person sees things and also sees themselves and as well as you. All right, so let's keep going here, guys. I suppose to balance that impulsiveness here also, guys, was about not to be too logical or too structured in their approach. Okay, yeah. To allow that freedom of expression in terms of their emotions to come through as well here. All right, let's keep going. Oh, excuse me. All right. So you were coming in with justice. You were also coming in with the Knight of Wands, and you were coming in with the Eight of Cups here, guys. Okay, let's get into that. What I get there in your reading is a difference. There's a difference in opinions here. There's a difference in what both you and your person were wanting here, Cancer. Yeah. See, what I get there in your reading is that it does come in as expectations here. Yeah, I know you've only got the Eight of Cups here in your reading. See, it also comes in as those rose-tinted glasses here, guys. Those have come off. All right. Now with Justice, the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Cups here, it talks about here in your reading, well, it can come in as making a decision off a whim. Making a decision because for both you and your person, you haven't got what you wanted or what you need here from each other. All right? And so there's expectations that both you and your person are actually putting on each other here. And so with the Justice card coming in here, it talks about there in your reading, well, justice is justice, all right, here. And so what I get here in your reading, potentially here, these cards need to change. It needs to change here. You've got cards over here that are quite positive here in your reading, all right? But when you're coming in this way, what it's talking about there in your reading is that it's not solid here. The Knight of Wands and the Eight of Cups here in your reading. It's like an ultimatum that you are going to have on your person here. And there could be also an ultimatum for your person that they are going to have on you here. Now, what it tells me here in your reading here, you're potentially here, you're going to come in with this is both you and your person, you're going to come in with the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Cups here in your reading, but that's a decision made off a whim. That's a decision made because, well, if you're not going to do it, well, I'm going to go and do this. It's not a serious decision here. You're not serious about what you were going to do here in your reading. You are not choosing yourself here. You may think that you are. Your person may think that they're choosing themselves, but they're actually not here, okay? What I'm getting here in your reading, it's a ultimatum and it's a consequence that you are going to put on your person and they are going to put onto you here, coming in with the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Cups here in your reading. And so what I get there, Cancer, is book an image reading with me, all right, so that we can turn this around. Because remember, this is only the potential outcome, all right? This can work in your favor. You do have the Wheel of Fortune coming in, all right, here. And I spoke about your person and what that purge here. But what it can also talk about here, Cancer, is for yourself as well here. Because that Eight of Cups, what it talks about there is you're not going to be serious. Your person isn't going to be serious here. Yeah. About any relationship that they are going to get into here. It's going to be, in a sense, here, guys, just because. Being with someone just because. Oh, because I'm lonely. Or because I want someone near me. I want to feel loved here. But that's not what you want. See, the Justice card is saying here, well, this is what's going to happen here. If the cycle isn't ending here, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune in some cases can be seen as pain and suffering here, guys. All right, let's keep going here. So it comes down to connecting the dots back to yourself as well here. Not having that expectation here on your person to change here. I'm not saying you here, guys, okay? And for your person to change so that you feel better, because that's kind of how this is coming in, all right? Or for you to change so your person feels better, all right? That's not how it's going to go here, guys. This is how it goes. To make these changes so you feel better and you make the changes with you. And in terms of your expectations here, guys, you expect that from yourself here. Right, let's keep going here. One minute. Oh, excuse me. All right, so you were coming in with the Ace of Wands. Oh, man, guys, come on. Okay, so what are we talking about there in your reading? It's waiting. Waiting for your ships to come in. 1 minute here, guys. Waiting for the offer here. The passion here. See, what it can talk about there is physical intimacy. Well, I just want physical intimacy. I want someone to want me. I want someone to like me. I want someone to tell me that I'm beautiful. Here, I just want to be close to someone. That's what that can talk about. The Ace of Wands. All right? But is it what you really want? Is it what you really want? Here. Because you want a loving relationship. You want a serious relationship with a person, with your person here. Where you can have that expectation here. And see, that expectation comes in as here, guys, well, I don't drink. You know, saying that to your person here, I don't drink, but I do like to have fun. Yeah, I will meet up with you, but let's meet up for coffee. Let's actually talk and get to know each other first. Yeah, let's start at friends here before we even get into anything intimate here. That's how this is kind of coming in here, guys. All right. What else can I say there? It comes in that way. Let's get to know each other first, as opposed to just, you know, coming in with the Ace of Wands and that physical intimacy. Oh, you know, great, it's lovely. Oh, I'm not, you know, oh, cool. But then you develop that expectations. But is that what you really want when you go out there, coming in with the Knight of Wands? Do you just want physical intimacy here? Is that what you're craving here? You know, that kind of cycle needs to end here, guys. So reach out to me. Book an image reading with me, like I said. And from the image reading, we can move into counselling, where I can help you figure this out. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye.